I'm Tabitha Hunter, and I'm going to share with you the experience that I had when I feel like God took me to a cave that He designed and I needed to be in. It was freshman year of college, and I'd been dating Scott for 2 years, seriously. We were going to school in Tennessee, far away from my family in Ohio. I didn't know anybody at the school besides Scott and Brian. And at the time, we had our wedding basically planned out. We knew we were going to get married. And we got down there into Tennessee and school started, and I could tell that things weren't right. I did what every girl does when they're afraid of losing the one thing they really want the most, and I started to cling to him. One day, in between classes, I came home and I opened up my Bible, and I turned to Psalm 34:17, and the scripture says that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. And in that moment, I knew that Scott and I were going to break up. That night, he came over and he wanted to talk. And in the back of my head, I could hear him talking, but I just said, God, just don't let me cry. Don't let me cry. Everything that I knew was over. All my hopes, all my dreams, not just my boyfriend, but my best friend, the only safety net that I had, 6 hours away from home. I laid there and I couldn't sit up, and I just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed because I had never felt so alone in my entire life. I met some people off campus, and I eventually ended up meeting my best friend, and I had the best time. What I came to realize is that over the time that Scott and I had been together, I had let my relationship with Scott take priority over my relationship with Christ. God did bring Scott back to me, but before I could ever be with anyone, Scott or whoever I might have chosen to be with, I had to learn how to put my priorities straight and learn that if all I had in my life was Christ, that was enough, that I would be okay. I didn't need anything else besides Him and His grace and His love. In that cave where I was completely isolated is where I found my way back to Christ and that relationship being a priority in my life. I'm thankful for it, and I would never go back and not experience that, because it made me into the person that I am today, and it really showed me how I should operate, and more importantly, who I trust in and who has me in the palm of His hand.